You know, when I go down to Yes Farm early in the morning, I do feel a little sense of calm, right? You move from the bustle of the city to a real farm space, so it is a calming place to go. We actually started the Black Farmers Collective in a response to an opportunity to farm the freeway right-of-way in central Seattle. Yesser Terrace was being redeveloped by Seattle Housing Authority, and we put together a proposal to create an urban farm and then started the project. I've always enjoyed growing plants, and after a career as a science teacher, I was looking at health disparities in Black and POC communities, so I felt that growing a little of your own food was one of the best things you can do for yourself, so I started to try to support urban farming. We started with small plots, and then with community help and help with lots of other organizations, we partnered together to be able to build the farm that exists today. This includes a greenhouse. We've got an area to grow crops that we put out into the food system.
This whole area is our community garden plot, and we give spaces for members of the community to come down and grow the food that they want to grow for themselves and their families.
The last 3 years, I've been coming up and planting my garden and praying over my garden and watching it grow. That's what I've been doing.
One of our local connections is Seattle University, and so over the years we've invited classes down there to be able to plant and connect with community and really learn about the local food system. We certainly want to raise the capacity of Black people, especially young people, in order to be part of that food system and to create that culture there.
Hey, here we are, about to start some science. Today we have, one of our opportunities we like to offer youth, and so ACE's program is bringing some middle school youth to the farm today as part of their summer program. After you cook and eat, you compost the food, right? We talk about that.
Can you take this rake and you see all the brown leaves on the floor? Just make them into a pile.
And we're gonna work on harvesting, I think, today. And maybe if we have time, they can spread some of the milfoil around some of the tomatoes.
This plant, you could tell, has a lot of aphids on it.
Farming's a lot of work, and so we really depend on our managers.
This is my third season farming. I'm a recipient of Ray's dream here, which is to bring up Black leadership, and so that's why Ray's been a great mentor, because that's what it's been. Got it. Excellent.
We look at it as not just growing food, but being part of the distribution system.
We could just pick off this one right here. Okay.
We sell it to organizations that are going to give it away, so we have a lot of connections with hunger relief organizations to get fresh food into the system. One of the things we like to do is teach folks about the contributions of African Americans to the food system in general. Black labor and genius really helped build this country. Folks were stolen from Africa because they knew how to grow food. Post-Civil War, Black folks still were able to work and buy land and have a lot of farms in the United States. But over the course of the last 100 years, there's been a real loss of Black farm ownership. We certainly want to start to reclaim some of that farmland. And we were able to lease these 4 acres, Small Axe Farm in Redmond.
Been here for 4 years and started the farm really. It was just a field of weeds before that.
I was very lucky to meet Masra, our farm manager here. He's grown up with the farm in terms of managing the space. Small Axe Farm is about farm production, but it's also about supporting other farmers. So we have 5 guest farmers here that are either learning how to farm, expanding their operation, or growing small businesses.
Well, I've been here for 2 years. My business is Urban Farm. We grow herbs and hot peppers. They're not ripe yet. They're just starting to ripen. We make seasonings and hot sauce. We sell at Pike Place Market year-round to tourists from all around the world. I've been in 3 lease spaces. This is the 3rd. By far the most support, most structure and potential for good yield, as they say.
Well, we really appreciate you, being out here and supporting this, by sharing your wealth here. So it's great.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been a great experience so far.
Our hopes for the future are to reverse the trend of black land loss, to be able to be in a position to buy land, acquire land, create more and more farmland, and support local farming.
Watch City Stream Tuesday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or find us anytime online at seattle.gov.